One of the players that I have some high reserves and feeling really risky about is Javonte Williams. After, if you don't recall, he did suffer an ACL injury. He also suffered an LCL injury, and he also suffered what we call a posterior lateral corner injury. And so he tore all those three things. And so with those three things and more we call multi-ligament injury surgical procedures, those are a little bit more complex. After suffering something like that, it's going to take time for you to come back from something like that. You cannot speed up time, and some of these ligaments need that time for it to recover. Being that it's multiple ligaments, the posterior lateral corner is actually made up of about 6 to 7 ligaments, and so they're small in nature, not compared to your LCL and your ACL. However, they also need reconstruction and also need time to rehabilitate and remodel. This type of injury itself, when we looked at NFL running backs, and the data has suggested that about 30% actually return to their truest form, more specifically in their first year. If you don't recall, J.K. Dobbins had a multi-ligament knee injury. He also had some setbacks after trying to return faster than anticipated during the last season, which also derailed some of his performance, and there were some thoughts of him actually playing throughout the entire season. I actually anticipate very similar type of outlook for Javonte Williams. This is a more complex, more serious injury. These are things you don't take into, lightly, and you want to actually, take your time and patience to return to full activity. And so, do I anticipate to be ready for week 1? That's a very far-fetched. I anticipate him, considering that this was done in late October of last year, this one can take anywhere between 15 to 18 months to recover for something like this. And so that puts him well into, December. And so, I anticipate that they might just kind of roll him in lightly. He may not have a full workload coming into the first part of the season. So this might influence your draft decisions. And so, and in August and September, that already puts him at 10 to 11 months, kind of 12 months in December. And so, we anticipate that he is going to have a slow progress. They're going to speed him up gracefully. Hopefully there are no setbacks, considering that he did have a multi-ligament injury. So hopefully that continues to give you some insight, what kind to expect from that type of rehabilitation protocol, what to expect, as you're trying to make decisions on your upcoming drafts. Right now, he's going anywhere between 8th and 9th rounds of some of these best ball leagues or redraft leagues. And so if you are making those decisions, definitely have a backup plan for those.